You must not get harassed and you must not get attacked. Uber, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Uber driver. If you're a mailman, nowadays you have to be very well prepared. If you're a street seller, street photographer, if you work in a coffee shop, if you're a delivery driver, any delivery related stuff, you better watch out. You also have to watch out as a teacher too. If you're a teacher, you have to really watch it, okay? If you're a rapper watching this thing and musicians, you also got to watch your back because you're a public figure. If your manager does not take your side, that is obviously not a good manager. You need to start, thinking yourself to change your job. Don't affiliate with them because that is also their fault. Because you must stand up for yourself. No matter you have a controlling husband, controlling wife, controlling manager. You came in from one country to this country and the first job is absolutely horribly toxic. Immediately quit with your debt. Even though you do have debt, there's many jobs are hiring. This is probably the second time I'm making this video, but don't do your side hustle or your hustling, whatever you're selling on the streets or anything, on a wrong location or town or neighborhood, okay? Don't do this. Even in a good neighborhood, you have to watch it, okay? Good neighborhood, stupid noise. Good neighborhood, you have to watch it. I'm gonna tell you why. I made a video. If you have anything expensive providing, like let's say you're a camera guy and you're taking, like let's say now that we have this thing called street photographer. You gotta watch it, my friend. You have expensive equipment and there's this dude, they're watching you. There's also toxic girl. When you do girls photo and they don't like it, there's a lot of girls not gonna like it. There are a lot of girls who are ignorant. There's a lot of these guys and girls, they're ignorant and they were like, yo, delete it. Oh my God, what are you gonna do with my picture? They don't realize the New York law is completely fine to take pictures in public. There's data, there's recording on the street with so many third-party companies. They're doing so many insane thing with your pictures. There's facial recognition software. There's everywhere. They come from a family or neighborhood and they try to imply that in your life, right? So you gotta watch out from these clients and customers and all stuff like that. Also, another thing I want to say, so whatever, based on your service, whatever you're selling, it could be a camera, you could be whatever. If you're a service provider, you have equipment or something, you gotta watch it because they're gonna try to take it away from you in a bad neighborhood. And another thing you have to watch it is that, do you want to buy my product or get my service? It's either yes or no. But a lot of these people, what they do is they're not going to give you yes. They're going to give you no, but they also want to hate. Okay. So you got to watch out from these people and you have to be really secure yourself from these people. And you also have to be very careful that they don't attack you, girl or guy. And you must do anything that's necessary to protect yourself. How's that sound? Whichever neighborhood. And at dark time, it can happen even more, okay? There could be 6 of them. There could be even 2 of them. There could be even 1, right? Because you got something Gucci with you that can provide service and you got a life, they're gonna say no because they wanna say no the way you are, whatever it is, but they will also do this extra layer of hate. For that, you must protect yourself, right? And if they try to do something to you because you're not working under somebody else, because even when you work under somebody else, your managers tend to pick the customer side. He or she bought something from me for so many years. You must not say something back if they insult you. Right? There's a lot of businesses are like that. Owners are like that because they're so authorized dealer, right? But if you're on the street or if you're your own boss, even your Uber, you're technically not really like if you're like Ubers, you have to watch it. For Uber, so even if you're your own boss, you also have to be your own security, okay? Because police not gonna come so fast. Security is not gonna save you. And I'm also working on other policies, like we need to enforce these customers. We need to enforce this toxic customer. There's no protest or anything going on that's against customers because customers nowadays are really bad. Not nowadays, but even before. We need to hold these customers or even toxic clients accountable who not really giving the sales, or if they do give you sales or not, but they love to attack. They will get physical and they will attack you over $1, $2. And so I'll make like multiple more other videos about that. But you really got to protect yourself and you need to double time ask yourself. If you are working under somebody, you need to double time ask yourself that where your boss is sending you with a package, with a delivery, where you're dropping off, what type of neighborhood. You have to have your own system processor built in you. Okay, are you a fighter? Are you not a fighter? Are you scared? If you don't feel easy or comfortable, you take somebody else with you, or maybe you can take your boss with you. Like, yo, listen, I need you to come with me to drop off this package on wherever, right? But your life, your security, your safety, my friend, is very important. So yeah, even when you do side hustle, be very careful and always protect yourself based on the neighborhood or the state you're living in. Make sure you guide yourself. Don't be, I think I made like 3 more videos before, is that don't be too positive. Don't be so loving, and don't be so positive and extra helpful to many of the people in many neighborhoods, because they take that as a wrong way, and that can really end your life, while there's other people who want people like you, who want loving and caring people like you. So you cannot give that loving and caring to everybody, because you don't know what type of family they came from, and you don't know what happened to them. You don't know what happened to your husband, to their girlfriend, to their boyfriend, or their mom, to their mom, to their mom. They should not take their problems with their friends or whatever happened to their wife with you, while you came from a very innocent and very happy family, okay? Maybe you're in the wrong place, okay? So you gotta watch it on that. The territorial is always a problem. That's it, guys, for today, all right? So don't hustle. You can hustle, but not everywhere. You cannot hustle everywhere, every corner. Don't be in the wrong spot, wrong time. Some people don't do hustle. Technically, they're just emotionally hustling because they look good, or they feel like, oh, look, I'm hustling. You're not hustling. So I'm special, or I'm going to become a brighter future. Or I have a brighter future. That's why I'm hustling. But they're not getting any sales. You can be hustling in a wrong place, wrong time, in a wrong way, but you're not getting any sales. So if you're not getting sale on that neighborhood, why are you still doing it? If you think somebody could be attacking you or harm you, then don't approach, because previously you didn't have no sales, right? So you can let go one customer. That's a very advanced topics right there, right? So careful on that. And let me give you some of the hints of let me give you some of the positions that you have to watch it. Uber, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Uber driver. If you're mailman, nowadays you have to be very well prepared and careful. And now you have to go to gym if you're a mailman. You should, and it's good for your health too, not only as a self-defense purposes. If you're a street seller, street photographer, if you work in a coffee shop, if you're a delivery driver, any delivery related stuff, you better watch out. You also have to watch out as a teacher too. If you're a teacher, you have to really watch it, okay? So there's too many positions. You have to also watch it as a doctor. If you're a rapper watching this thing, and musicians, you also got to watch your back, because you're a public figure. All of that is matter, okay? This is how I see it. You must not get harassed, and you must not get attacked. You must not get assaulted physically because you wanted to give somebody a service, or you wanted to feed somebody food, or you wanted to make somebody else's life better. If they have personal problems, they need to deal with other way. That should not impact you. And if they have a behavioral problems, your manager or you must need to do something about it. If your manager does not take your side, that is obviously not a good manager. You need to start, thinking yourself to change your job or see the other way. But that manager will do that again. But because not every customer is going to be happy, that manager, the person you're working for, must protect your guts, protect your ass. Every time if a customer try to attack you or harass you like that, your manager will not, whoever you're working for, will not give you credit that you're giving service for so many people without any issues. They will not gonna give you credit for that, but they will discredit you and blame you for maybe one toxic customer. And I need to tell you this, that you must hold him accountable if he don't take actions after you defend yourself. Like, this is something very important. There's a lot of law that's protecting you that you don't even know. And if there's a lot of culture, people who come from other country and come to this country and they get treated like super terribly from their cultural manager, and this is really happening actively. And I feel bad for those employees who don't know. They think that their country law exists over here. So if the managers say, I'm going to cut your schedule, if there's one more complaint, I'm going to take your 2 days away. And she will be like, oh, really? Okay, please, I'm not going to make the mistake. Oh, I'm not going to get a Christmas day off because I did not committed a fraud by you, and they will literally listen everything the manager said because of this cultural traditions, restaurants or business or whatever. And this is happening actively. And the problems with these people is that they don't take action, they don't talk back, they don't call the corporate. Nobody finds out, so it's also their fault who don't complain. So yeah, you need to, if you know somebody like that, you need to educate them. And if they're constantly complaining and not talking back and not taking actions, don't affiliate with them, because that is also their fault, because you must stand up for yourself. No matter you have a controlling husband, controlling wife, controlling manager, your security, your life is your life. That's it. If you came in from one country to this country and the first job is absolutely horribly toxic, immediately quit with your debt. Even though you do have debt, there's many jobs are hiring. You can go from this job and you can work part-time on McDonald's. That's still a lot of money. Okay? You're not being pressured. Your interest can go high or your debt gonna go high, but you're not going to jail right away. You will eventually pay off your debt or whatever crisis you're going through. But study and learn and educate very well what is the meaning of freedom means, and study the law very well, and literally study one very simple topic that nobody know. People don't even know that exists. It's called freedom. You need to study your own freedom. You study everything on master degree, but you don't know what is freedom means. People have no idea what is freedom actually means. So you need to really learn that. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. Definitely check my other videos. Check the description. Peace, over. Actually, you know what? I forgot to say one very important thing. I look so freaking hot. Oh my goodness. I just realized that. Wow. I'm so cute. That's it. My lives matter. How about that? Over and out. And you know what? This white stuff is really bothering me. What is this white stuff? Every time I do a video, there's always a white stuff here. Like, all right. I don't think we can Photoshop that. But anyway, guys, peace out, over.